staying here. We're not leaving. That's it. We do whatever we want to do. Because we do it America style. We do whatever we want. We do whatever we want, whenever we want to do it.
That's Vegas style.
That's Vegas style, baby. That's America style. We do whatever we want, whenever we want to do it.
Palms is real plush. The venue is supposed to have a nice sound system. Boys are looking good. They've been sounding good. The tour has been good.
Dude, what's the story about this sax here?
Jerry was blessed with, I mean, we all have our own unique perspective, but I think Jerry's perspective was something that was meant, definitely meant to be shared with the rest of the world.
Yeah.
I think it's been a good thing.
Yeah, I think he was quite enlightened. He was very elevated in the intelligence and realm of knowing what's sort of up. Yeah, and he was able to like bring people together. He's a good networker, even though he probably wouldn't say that. Like he brought us together.
I think it was just, I don't know if it was even a matter of networking, just that he was magnetic.
Right, yeah, that's what it's magnetic, yeah.
Shares things that you can buy, shares all kinds of information.
Oh wow, well what do you have here?
My friends, stickers, magnets, the chakras. This is the heart chakra, the third eye. There's a few in between.
1974 Rainbow Festival up in Roseburg, Oregon, Alston, Oregon, man. They kicked any money off stage. It was the Outlaws, Grateful Dead, and Santana.
Why'd they kick any money off stage?
I thought it was all right. You know, I'm not one to judge people on their music. It wasn't the right mix, I guess, for the day.
Back in '69, I used to live in San Francisco, and I started going to Fillmore West. You pay $3.50 at Fillmore West and see all these bands. Santana started there, $1. Then the Dead started playing there. I mean, I think 65. And ever since, you know, San Francisco sound, I've been, you know, it's been sailing my ship away, dude.
So you met Jerry Garcia. You knew Jerry Garcia for a short time?
Yeah, I knew Jerry.
So what happened back in the day? I mean, you were in the same rehab as Jerry.
Yeah, and nothing that doesn't happen in any other rehab. Get your medicine in the morning. He was a regular guy. And he had a lot of hard, you know, ways to go. Trouble with women, trouble with drugs, trouble with the band.
Trouble with the band?
Yeah, there was always dissension there. Jerry was like, when you're on drugs, right, you have to have your drugs. So a lot of times before show, there would be like, you know, acting out and stuff. I gotta have my drugs, or I'm not going on. That kind of thing.
So he'd want to be high on stage.
He had to be. You don't want to be. When you're addicted to drugs, you have to be.
Because he's doing 5-night stands and then and you know, stands everywhere.
You know, they'll play certain songs and it'll tell you, you know, it's time to get more drugs. Like, I can't think of them offhand, but in a lot of their songs, they'll lead to certain areas. You know, like, I forget, there's one song that's like, I need to go get some more drugs.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a fact of life.
This incarnation right now, it's come to evolution. It's come to a point that I can't be any happier.
Oh my God, you're videotaping me.
Video. Whoa. Yeah, go on.
The wharf rats were right next to us, and we're both in recovery now, 16 years, clean and sober. Thank you, Lord. And so he was tripping, and I was rubbing his back, and he was feeling much, much better. And I'm watching these people. I'm watching the people kind of pacing back and forth. And I go, Robin, something's happening here. I don't know what it is, but I feel this energy, like something's gonna happen. And all of a sudden, there was like somebody gave a sign or something. And all of a sudden, boom, everybody started rushing up over the fences. The security's like, what do we do?
That's what's gonna happen tonight.
And the kid, the security guy went to like, grab one of the kid's arms, and the kid looked at her like, are you crazy? And they all just rushed in.
Me and Bill Graham were pretty good friends, actually, though. Bill was cool, but like a lot of people didn't see that side of him. They saw the kind of angry, I'm at work side, you know, and they didn't realize that he was the reason why it was what it was. I mean, the only concert promoter ever to walk into a police station and drop down a $50,000 contribution to their policeman fund and say, let my people camp. I mean, like, who else does that, you know? I mean, nobody does that. Bill Graham was the shit, man. And even though Jerry changed it all by passing away, a lot of us would say it never really was the same after Bill Graham stopped producing it, you know, because we lost camping, we lost, you know, you get to know your neighbor when you have a tent next to somebody for 3-4 days and you're only gonna get back in your car and drive to the next lot and prop your tent right down next to some of the same people again for another 3-4 days, and you do that for, you know, I did it for 10 years, you know, I mean, you do that for that many years, you get to know everybody that's on tour, and, you know, I mean, yeah, it's a different world, man, I mean.
Together in a unique and fabulous way on more levels, and you can begin to explore.
Totally. And he was so humble about it. Jerry was the same.
Yeah.
We're all the same. We just keep carrying it on, you know.
I think Jerry
it's
just
an
had a
energy
little
thing. It follows the band and us, and that's how it goes. And we're this advanced civilization, and that's all there is to it.
I'm from New Orleans.
And now you're from LA.
Yeah, Cajun born and bred.
So what's the difference between LA and New Orleans?
Primarily the people, man. The vibe in New Orleans is very, very genuine and very, very real. The vibe in Los Angeles, most of the people are fake. Everybody wants to be a star. It's the worst of Hollywood. If ever the people in Los Angeles would just say, hey, look, I'm gonna be myself, this would be even more of a beautiful place. So that's why I come here.
So how
this is an aberration.
How does Bob Weir and Phil Lesh fit into the Los Angeles scene?
I think what happens is that people come in a situation like this because they remember how LA used to be. They remember how the vibe was like, really, where people said, you know what, it's all about peace and love. Now, it's all about money.
Getting dark, too dark to see.
Furthur is taking a little break right now, so Phil can rock his face off with Anders Osborne. That's what I'm thinking. And we're gonna be in Mexico, just chilling, dude. Exactly. We gotta take a little break so that way when the next run is, we can really feel it. You gotta go like this. The energy goes up and down, up and down. You hit that plateau, you know, you gotta come back down so you come back up again.
We're the exile, we're the anomaly of the system, the systematic anomaly. We have deviated from conventionalism. Yeah, we're the postmodernistic society. That's an okay euphemism. Not the best one, but it's an okay euphemism, yes.
for a bird song tonight. I really want to hear that. And yeah, if Furthur's ending, then everything's ending, right?
I thought you meant like after Furthur. The world's gonna end.
I come early to every show. I'm in every show that's in this town, if not anywhere within 500 miles. My dad turned me on to them. He didn't bring me. He told me about them, and he never brought me because he's pulled me out of too many concerts by the throat. I would never want him to find me at a Dead show.
We do dances, you know.
Dances? What type of
Play a
dance?
show in a big room and everyone dances around it, almost like you're at a show, but you're not.
When I know about colors, they make me happy. They affect my mood. I'm happy to be here because nobody gives me shit for being all happy and colorful.
My ears tell me, and all my old friends coming out of the woodworks, you know, we've seen hundreds of shows with Jerry. This sound is where it's at. This is what you want to see. Furthur's as good as it sounded since Jerry passed, in my opinion. My ears tell me that, and all my friends back on tour tell me that.
Heard a voice calling, you're surrounding back to me. I had to move.
In Washington, D.C., Bill Clinton did the address to the nation that he does every year. I think sometimes they do it 2 or 3 times a year. But the State of the Union speech, he delayed the State of the Union speech for 5 minutes because he came out on stage in front of the world, President of the United States, and said we should all bow our heads and give a moment of silence for the only formerly living American icon who passed away this morning, Jerry Garcia.
God bless the Grateful Dead. God bless America. God bless Jerry Garcia. Peace, love.